Hey, what's up guys? My name is Andrew. Welcome back to another video. Now, when it comes to investing, there are so many apps to choose from that we often get overwhelmed, especially for beginners. So after a few hours of research and compiling the data, it's apparent that some apps are better than others. So I narrowed my list down to the top 5 investment applications and platforms. And through that, I took into consideration the investment fees, the accessibility, and the user interface. I also weighed in different investment options such as options trading, cryptocurrency, and sign-up bonuses that I think everyone should consider. Now before we get into the video, do leave a like down below if you haven't done so already. I do take a lot of time into researching and editing the content to the best of my ability, so anything that really helps support the channel. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Now when it comes down to this top 5 list, I decided to cater to all types of investors, such as day traders, long-term investors, and even people that buy and sell derivative contracts such as options. Now the first one on this list is Vanguard, an asset management company that gives a very classical look to traditional investing. It's a very plain application and there's really no colorful design to it. If it was a flavor of ice cream, it would be vanilla. Now, if you're considering in buying stocks and ETFs, there are no fees, and you can do this on your computer and phone. Now, with the mobile version, it's definitely gotten a lot better since then, but the feel seems kind of outdated. You can also buy options, but there is a $1 fee per contract if you have less than $1 million invested into Vanguard. If you have $1 to $5 million invested into Vanguard, then you do have 25 free trades on options. And if you have over $5 million worth of assets, then you get 100 free trades on options. Unfortunately, there's no cryptocurrency investing. However, you do have access to the exclusive mutual funds, such as the VFAX S&P 500 Index Fund, with a minimum investment of $3,000. On top of that, there are no referral bonuses if you get your friends and relatives to sign up on Vanguard's application. However, they do offer retirement accounts such as 401ks and Roth IRAs. And on top of that, they have different types of investments such as certificate of deposits, mutual funds, ETFs, and options. Overall, I think it's a very great option for retirement accounts. And on top of that, you do have access to the exclusive mutual funds such as the VFAX S&P 500 Index Fund. I do use Vanguard as a provider for my Roth IRA account. Now, I've been using Vanguard for about 2 years now, and I think the biggest downside to it is its user interface. I've been using it since 2018, and I remember the first time I opened up my first account on Vanguard, it took me a few hours to get used to since it's not as intuitive as other applications. The second application service is Fidelity, another great asset management company that provides full financial services, such as retirement accounts, CDs, bonds, and various other investment products similar to Vanguard. Now when it comes to the user interface, it's definitely a lot more appealing since they use a lot more illustrations and graphics to help you navigate through the website. There's also a really unique screener for ETFs to help you invest into different sectors in the economy as well. For ETFs and stocks, there are no fees. And for options trading, there is a 65-cent fee per contract that you purchase, and you can access all of this through your computer or your phone. Again, there's no cryptocurrency trading. However, you do have Fidelity's mutual funds, and on top of that, there is no minimum investment like Vanguard's $3,000 minimum investment. Last of all, there is a referral program, but there's really not any incentive or any bonuses that you get from referring your friends and family. The third application is Robinhood, a wildly popular trading platform that has really revolutionized the world of investing. Now, Robinhood was actually one of those businesses that took advantage of commission-free trading and really paved the way for bigger institutions to do the same. And here's the crazy thing, Robinhood is still a startup company and already has over 10 million brokerage accounts on the platform. To put that into context, Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade combined have 24 million investors as their client base. As for the user interface, it's very simplistic And honestly, it's the best application out there for beginners. Now, when it comes to fees, they don't charge anything for stocks, ETFs, options, and crypto. Now with Robinhood, you can access the account through a computer, but it's made specifically for the phone. On top of that, it's very easy to have a quick glance of your portfolio performance. You can also buy and sell cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin or Ethereum, or as I like to call it, HODL. Unfortunately, you won't have any access to the mutual funds and index funds since they're exclusive to mutual fund companies. However, you do have access to ETFs, which do the exact same thing and replicate the same movements. There is an incentive to get your friends and family to sign up with your code. If your friends and family successfully sign up with your code and open up a brokerage account, you and the other person will get one free stock. Shameless plug, my link is down below. They also offer amazing features such as the recently added cash management account and fractional shares, which you can invest into any company for just $1. Fun fact, a few months ago when the cash management account was actually recently added, I was one of the first people to get access to the account out of like 900,000 people, which was pretty exciting, which I'll be leaving in the next clip. Overall, I think Robinhood is amazing for investors, where you can easily learn the basics and you have instant access to investments. There's also an optional subscription service known as Robinhood Gold, and for $5 a month, you do have access to more advanced analysis tools, and you do have access to marginal trading. The fourth trading application is M1 Finance, and they were recently featured in WWDC. If you don't know what WWDC is, it's a yearly event held by Apple in San Jose, California, where they introduce new technologies, software, and development. And that's where they also introduced the new iOS 14, which I'll be showing in the next clip.
Here's my home screen. Now, like you, I have muscle memory built for the first page or two, but when it comes to all of these pages, well, honestly, I've lost track of where a lot of things are.
Now, since I haven't used M1 Finance, I decided to give it a try. And after using it for an hour, from my first initial impressions, they definitely do put a larger emphasis on using visualizations such as pie charts. It's definitely made for the phone, and the user interface is easy to understand and very organized. There are no fees when it comes to ETFs and stocks. However, the biggest thing is you do need $100 as a minimum deposit. M1 Finance doesn't have any options trading nor cryptocurrency, but they do have retirement accounts and fractional investments. Again, you don't have any access to any mutual funds since that's exclusive to mutual fund providers. M1 Finance does offer an incentive, so if you get your friends and family to sign up with your link and deposit $100, then M1 Finance will credit you with $10. Overall, I think M1 Finance is great for long-term investors and does put an emphasis on automated trading. The biggest downside is the lack of cryptocurrency trading and options trading. However, if you're a long-term investor, then those shouldn't really matter. The fifth and final application is WeBull, another great platform that many investors use. Upon first glance, there is a lot of information to take in. On top of that, it does take a little bit of time to get used to, since all this information isn't really familiar with new investors. The text is pretty small, and there is a lot of information being thrown at you at once. Now, when it comes to ETFs and stocks, they don't have any fees, and you do have cryptocurrency information that is provided by Bitfinex. However, WeBull doesn't currently support cryptocurrency trading at the moment. As for options trading, I would definitely prefer WeBull over Robinhood, since WeBull does provide you with all the necessary information as well as visuals. I'll show you what I mean by that. And again, there is no access to mutual funds. However, WeBull does have simulated trading, which does give it an edge over other applications, also known as paper trading. And in this screenshot, I gave myself $1 million just to see what I could do with it. WeBull does have a stock lending program as well, so if you're planning to hold a stock long term, then you can lend this to a short seller, and in return, you get 15% of what the short seller pays as a fee. On top of that, you do have access to retirement accounts. As for incentives, if someone uses your link, creates an account, and deposits $100, then you and the other person will also get 2 free stocks. Link down in the description below. Overall, WeBull is amazing for active investors that have a little bit more experience. The options interface is definitely a lot better than Robinhood's, since you can actually see the volume and the range of bid-ask prices as well as break-even points. Now when it comes to this list, there is no specific ranking because each of these apps caters to a specific type of investor. Now for me personally, I use Vanguard as my Roth IRA provider, and I also use Robinhood and WeBull on a daily basis. So for the recap, which I'll be leaving in the description below, I'll be summarizing each application. Vanguard is an asset management company that typically deals with higher net worth clients. It also has a vanilla look to the application, so there are no bright colors. For stocks and ETFs, there are also no fees, and you do have access to mutual funds. The options trading fee is $1 per contract if you have under $1 million invested. There's also no cryptocurrency involved. Mutual funds require a $3,000 upfront investment, and there's no incentive to refer anyone, and there's also no fractional investing. Fidelity is another asset management company that deals with high net worth individuals. There are 0 fees for ETFs, stocks, and the option fee is 65 cents per contract. There are also no minimums for the mutual funds and no referred bonuses, as well as no fractional investments. Robinhood is one of the most popular investment applications, specifically for the younger generation. There are no fees on ETF, stocks, and options. You also do have access to cryptocurrency investments. And as an incentive, if someone signs up with your link, then you each get 1 free stock. M1 Finance takes advantage of visualization. There are no fees, but you do need a $100 minimum deposit. They don't offer any cryptocurrency investments, nor options, but you can open up a retirement account. And as an incentive, if someone uses your link and deposits $100, then you also get $10 as a bonus. WeBull is an advanced trading application that caters to active traders. As for stocks and ETFs, there are no fees, and you can also trade options, but not cryptocurrency. However, the data is provided by Bitfinex. You can also open up retirement accounts and lend stocks to short sellers. You can also paper trade on WeBull, which is an advantage over many other applications. And as an incentive, if someone signs up using your link and deposits $100, then you each get 2 free stocks. And those are my top 5 investment accounts. And even after making this video, I definitely learned a lot from my own research, which I'll link in the description below. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and comment down below. And if you didn't, leave a dislike. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. If you want 2 free stocks on WeBull, link down in the description below. Sign up, create an account, and deposit $100 and get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 and hook 'em.
We were kids that